All right.
Radiohead.
What is that? Will you call a phone sex line?
Yeah. I'm always making the mistake of phoning up a call girl, and then I'm like, "Yeah, tell me what you're wearing," and they're like, "You mean what I'll be wearing when I meet you at the hotel?"
At the hotel,
and I go, "What? I thought this was a call girl." And you go, "Yeah, it's different."
Well, that's how it works at the brothel.
Yeah,
you know, you start out as a call girl.
I work the door.
You work the door. It's a lot like the Comedy Store.
Yeah.
You know, you start out as a door girl.
She's in the long line of ladies who was the door girl of the Playboy Mansion. Worked her way up.
She's the door girl, then you're a call girl.
Yeah.
And then you give Hugh Hefner an erotic massage. And then pretty soon you're fucking Robin Williams in a cave somewhere. In the grotto, whatever it's called.
This prostitute's so old, she's called a pigeon girl. She's called a messenger girl.
This stripper's so old she calls herself a burlesque dancer without the knowledge or context of what that means now.
Yeah. Wait, did burlesque just mean stripping?
Probably.
What does burlesque mean?
It's definitely an old-timey word.
That must mean it would be a thing you could use to describe like a sandwich. What is considered burlesque? I like this one. What happens at a burlesque show?
What do they do?
Am I going to see tits?
You're going to see pasties.
Oh, it's an absurd or comically exaggerated imitation of something. So truly, you can't just call things burlesque.
Yeah, you could be like, yeah. This is a burlesque sandwich. It's got capers.
Austin Powers is burlesque.
Capers, onions, whitefish.
2 special sauces.
That's burlesque.
That's cool. I like the second definition is a variety show, typically including striptease.
Typically.
And
so
then,
it doesn't have to. I can throw a burlesque show with no striptease.
Used in a sentence, no, I don't want to go to a fucking burlesque show. No, what are you, nuts?
What are you,
Everyone's going to smell weird.
Because I got nuts. I'm trying to go to a real show, baby.
This is burlesque.
I'm going to start using that as an adjective.
Yeah, it's great. That was my plan with looking up the definition. I was hoping it would be like this. $12.22 for a large pizza. This is burlesque.
Are you talking about, was that Louisville Pizza King thing a new one? I haven't recognized that sign.
Oh, I don't know what you're talking about.
It's down the street.
Oh, it must be new.
Yeah.
The king is in town. The king is in town. You'd think there would have been like a big thing.
Well, it's John,
like a big parade.
It's John Schnatter, so they're trying to do, it's like a soft open just to see if the community's ready to take him back.
The Papa becomes the king.
Papa's king, baby.
King John's Pizza.
The day of reckoning.
I'm sweaty as hell.
The day of reckoning will come.
No, we're calling from an active war zone.
That's true. Yeah, we kind of are.
Yeah, Facebook.
After yesterday.
Today. I woke up, Facebook's
like... today?
Facebook's like, mark yourself safe in the shooting. And it's like, well, what if I'm not?
What if I'm not? Do I mark not safe? Do I mark dead?
Dan Allen has died. It's an automated Facebook response. I have to comment under it. It won't let me delete this, everybody.
Is there an unsafe option?
Yeah. I'm going to be the first person to use...
No,
I don't think there is.
Okay.
I'm going to be the first person to use that to promote a show.
I'm safe.
And we'll all be safe.
I'm so safe that I'm writing jokes for my new show.
For Wednesday at the Whirling Tiger, everybody.
Well, listen, I'm safe from the tornado, but I do have a whirlwind of ideas.
I've got some hot air blowing your way. That would be cool. Everyone has to mark themselves safe from the side-splitting event. Steve Hofstadter is creating natural disasters to promote shows.
He's created a weather machine. Yeah. He bought Tesla's notebooks at an auction. Yeah. He's put them into action.
I can guarantee you it won't rain.
It will not. You cannot use weather as an excuse for why you can't make it.
Yeah.
Try the new Bing.
New Bing. Oh, New Bing.
Ask real questions, get complete answers, okay? What if I ask a fake question?
That's way better than vague.com.
If I ask a fake question, do I get an incomplete answer?
You gotta go to cryptic.net. Everything is like, it sounds like both is true for everyone. No, this is cool, man.
Oh, man. And we really managed to sell it like we were just having that call girl idea.
I know.
Like, we sold it. Until now, I want to out us.
We wrote it down.
It
Every time before a podcast, we workshop.
No, dude, I love like seeing like all these stupid podcasts now where like they have the clips on like Facebook.
Oh, yeah.
Because you probably have a lot less... I don't know, interest or free time, but I fucking get sucked into those Facebook reels all the time.
Oh yeah, no, I've completely avoided the video.
Like my girlfriend is like, just get TikTok. Half of these are just from TikTok. Just get TikTok, and I'm like,
it's going away though.
Like China Bad.
China Bad.
No.
China Bad. Is that a rapper?
Big China Bad.
China Bad.
It's on the fucking XXL cover.
Yeah.
There's a little slob.
That literally might be a rapper.
There's Black China.
No. What? They probably don't like that.
No, Chinese people love black people.
When you Google China Bad, it just gives me think pieces from the Harvard Business Review and Amnesty International, the Pew Research Center, AJ Plus, alarabia.net.
What is
I like this one, foreignpolicy.com. Z's China is good, and bad, for the United States.
That sounds like a very pointless paper.
Yeah, I gotta read
Most things are good and bad. That's kind of just like life.
I definitely gotta fucking read that one.
That's kind of life.
Yeah. Come see, come saw.
Like, I remember, like, I've been talking to, I have a...
What is it? China Bad. People also ask, what are some of China's issues?
What's up with China?
What the fuck, China? Get over it.
Is China single?
China seems kind of crazy.
Does China have borderline personality disorder?
China and I are going to go buy cigarettes and condoms.
Some strawberry vodka.
Yeah.
And see where things go.
And a bag of chips that China's calling dinner. China keeps saying, I need to get dinner.
Dinner chips.
And they bought a bag of Tostitos and they said they haven't mentioned dinner since then. When was dinner solved?
So when did we resolve the whole dinner thing?
Yeah.
And she's just got a mouthful of chips.
Yeah.
I'm making China a woman.
Yeah.
Who cares?
China should be a woman. It's got an A at the end. Not Chino.
Yeah. But is China... I remember I was talking to... I don't remember how this related to something we were talking
China
about.
Bad.
But it was. At one point it was related. I work with this girl. She's a female jockey.
Oh.
I think I've mentioned her before, maybe.
I don't know.
Because I asked her one time, I was like, I didn't think I thought like females, like they just didn't have female jockeys. I was like, why aren't all jockeys women? Because like short women, like
center of gravity.
Yeah, like I was like, women are like the ideal body type for men, and like instead they find these fucking freak show men who are like 3'8". And
then her husband walks out.
Yeah.
And punches you up in the belly.
And she just kind of stopped for a second, and she was like, "Oh, because it's sports and men and the world." Like, what are you, an idiot?
Is she not from here?
She's from Britain.
She's a British?
She's a British female jockey.
She really cares about horses.
Oh, bro, it's great because I love to ask questions, and that's a lot of angles for me.
Yeah, no, that's a lot. You're like, what?
That is a lot of angles.
What kind of saddles do they have over there?
But no, I asked her. I was like, do you miss dog racing, like going to the dog track? Because it's like illegal here, and I think
She's like, well, I'm too big to ride them.
Oh, I'm too big for that. You know, that's mostly for the babies back in Britain. I don't know if I'm making her sound like Paul McCartney.
Yo. Love me
and I was talking to someone else. I was like, like an American person, and I was like, yeah, we should like bring dog racing
Beat the shit
back.
out of that fucking British person.
Beat the shit out of her. She supports dog racing,
Yeah,
dude.
she supports dog
She's
racing.
a fucking savage.
And I was just reading about
She supports
the tea
dog.
prices.
She supports dog racing, and she hits horses.
She hits horses. She supports dog racing. And I'm gonna be honest, I picked up a 5th grade history textbook. I'm about a quarter of the way through. We gotta do something.
We gotta do something about this bitch. No, and they were like, no, it's like inhumane. It's like how you're not supposed to use like a laser pointer with dogs or cats because they chase it and they don't get it. And they don't get anything, and it messes with them psychologically.
Rubber bones are inhumane.
And I was like, isn't that? I was like, that's just life, bitch. I was like,
Yeah.
fuck that.
Yeah.
Dogs have too good of a life. I'm
Yeah.
gonna give them a little bit of trauma. Like, they deserve...
I was watching.
Dogs and cats have a sweet life. They deserve a little bit of like, you chase something and you just never get
Nothing
it.
comes.
You never get it.
Yeah.
You try so hard and you can't have
What's
what
better
you
is
want.
they never get to chase anything ever. Like, that's the other option.
That's the other option. Yeah, no chasing.
We don't want to trick you, so you're just gonna have nothing.
But I decided that I'm
Hey,
going
dude, you're
to.
never gonna have sex, so we decided to take away pornography. you can't watch porn. We decided you're never gonna
It's not
get laid.
fair. It's not
It's
fair
not
for you
fair.
to watch porn because you're never gonna get laid.
Dude, you're never gonna have sex.
You are such a loser. Oh my god! Like, you live at home, you're overweight, you have no real personality. What are you gonna
Some guy
do?
having sex with a bunch of ladies. They're like, "Here's more porn." He's like, "I guess put it over there." I guess. At least I'm not being psychologically tormented. The big box of porn and a bunch of ladies waiting.
But I decided that because I like a big idea to
Oh, yeah.
think about and obsess
Big
over.
ideas.
I like taking over Fazoli's and
Oh, yeah.
things like that. My acrylic nail company. But I decided
Toilet paper from hotel.
toilet paper from hotels. I love a big idea.
Yeah.
But I decided I'm going to run for president as like a single issue president. And my only issue is going to be I'm bringing back dog racing.
Dog racing.
And I'm going to be like, listen.
You'll
it's
definitely
gonna-
get the old men in fedoras.
Listen, it's going to help the economy. They're going to build new tracks. That's going to help with construction jobs. It's going to help with
That'd be
infrastructure
great.
jobs. Once it's open, it's going to employ, bartenders, cooks, servers, waiters,
People just be like,
servers and waiters.
One to wait, one to serve.
And also, I'm so focused on employment in America that I'm providing jobs to our canines.
Yeah, that's true.
That's how focused I am on the employment numbers. We got to get the dogs on the workforce,
Yeah,
too.
dogs with jobs.
And then
There was a Netflix show and it only had 8 episodes. So that tells you how underemployed dogs are.
And then I stop talking and wait for an applause break. Like, I'm just, like, clearly standing there like,
Please clap.
please clap.
Someone whistles. You go, I'm going to assume you're all whistling and register. I can't hear.
I'm going to assume you're calling the dogs
Yeah,
now.
I'm going to assume. It's a sort of weird continuity. This is just sort of a tone my ears can't pick up.
You must be clapping at such a high frequency.
Yeah.
The lights are bright. I can't see you guys.
Yeah.
You must be clapping in dog tones.
Dog. Now, are you saying this because were you watching ESPN2 this weekend?
Was there a lot of dog
They're the
racing on?
fastest dogs.
So is that legal?
Yeah.
They could do who's the fastest
It was
dog.
wild. The whole show, I remember watching it like at a restaurant. It was like on the
I
background.
was about to say, why do you have ESPN2 on here?
We were at like a classy restaurant.
Yeah.
And we happened to be near the bar and we noticed this. And then we definitely distracted the whole staff. Because they were just all watching the dogs.
What's a fancy restaurant to you? Where were you at?
It was
Like
in
a-
Huntington, West Virginia.
Oh, okay.
It was a restaurant.
It was a restaurant then.
It wasn't a Tudor's Biscuit World. Huntington, West Virginia has Tudor's and then classy restaurants.
It's just called Toots.
Tudor's.
It's just called Toots.
No, man, but these dogs,
They're so fast.
They were really fast.
My upstairs neighbor's dog is real fast.
Really?
I should have gotten. Oh, he's so fast.
Whitney was watching it and she was like, I bet Lilo could do this.
I think every dog owner thinks that.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
no way everyone who has a dog isn't like,
It was
fucking.
great too. Because they were showing them, they were like, it was the big dogs first. And then around when we were leaving, they were like, oh, now it's small breeds. And they're just like running. It's like,
Pomeranian.
yeah, like,
trying
how
to-
the fuck are you? Like, my tiny dog's real fast. You can get all the way to the back of our fenced-in yard and back in no time.
It's crazy.
We gotta call ESPN too. We gotta go to the regional.
We got to go to the qualifying round.
We gotta start training.
Uh,
No, man, these dogs, they'd come out, they'd bring them out, and then they'd give you like, they'd be like, this one's name is Biscuit.
yeah.
And then it'd be like, fact, favorite toy is a blue duck. Or it'd be like, fact, Biscuit liked sleeping in the sun. Roger is a good boy.
Fun fact: the best boy.
Best boy.
Fun fact: sweet little cutie.
Sweet little cutie.
Fun fact: man's best friend.
Coming up after the break, who's the little cutie? It's Biscuit. No, they would have them. It's one at a time, and they just have what appears to be a big rope with trash bags tied to it.
Really?
Yeah, and then they just all of a sudden pull it real quick. It's on some sort of mechanism. And the dog's like, I can't get these fucking trash bags.
That's dog racing.
I know. And it was great, too, because the dog, sometimes they'd catch the thing at the end.
Yeah.
And then I was laughing at the idea of me as an announcer who's just way too focused on whether or not the dog is biting the bag. And they're like, that's 0% of what we're measuring.
And he's gotten the bag.
He's chomping the bag.
The worst time so far, but he's gotten the bag.
He's chomping the bag.
Surely he will get extra points for that.
Yeah. No, and then after the race, what do you think they do after each race?
Give him a treat.
It was also confusing because they kept being like, Biscuit, Heat 2. And I was like, I don't need to know that.
I didn't need to know that.
They don't tell us that in the Olympics.
Yeah, and she's on the rag.
Yeah, next up, Andrade Vilovoch for the sprinter.
Who is horny.
He's horny. Let him go. He's gotten the bag.
And it appears Usain Bolt has an erection.
Yeah. This dog's Heat 2. Like, I didn't even know they made a Heat 2.
Yeah. That first one's so long, I've honestly never watched it. I've heard it's good. I've heard great things.
I know it from a joke. If Ken Carney didn't exist, I wouldn't even know a movie called Heat was real. No, I mean, but then the dog, after they race, they put him in a little dip. They got 2 little pools.
Yeah.
So then they're just showing that. So the dog runs. It lasts 7 seconds. Tops.
Yeah.
And then they're like, now, a minute of slow motion footage.
The dog
of
swimming.
the dog running. It's running. And then they cut to, now the dog's in the cool pool. So you get to see a dog run, then a dog run in slow-mo from different angles, then you get to see him play in a pool. It was awesome.
Dude, golf was on TV.
Wait, before that, do you know, what do you think the halftime show was? Because they did have halftime entertainment.
They just put a bunch of cats out and see what the fuck
that
happens.
would have been awesome. That would have been cool.
Just see what the fuck happens.
I'd love it's a dog running real fast, going over to the bag, and then a cat pops out, and the dog just does the whole, like, whoa. Like, really slowly, like...
Just skids to a halt
Yeah.
and is like...
Trying to go around to get the bag. No, they just go, all of a sudden, there's 3 dogs, and we're like, oh, they're going to do 3 at once? This is weird. And then all of a sudden, a big graphic pops up, puppy dip. Just 3 dogs jumping in and out of the pools. We got an ad, that was on Saturday, and then Sunday morning we got an ad on Instagram that was like, tonight, ESPN2, best diving dogs.
Well, they do that. They do, like, dog long jump, too. Like,
Yeah, diving dogs seem to be a way to do long jump.
Yeah.
Because it seemed to be about the distance.
Yeah.
But I guess you can't just have a dog jump off a cliff.
Well, I think I've seen one where they're just doing it like a long jump, like sort of off like a platform and then just into sand. But maybe I had that in a dream when I was thinking about my presidential campaign.
Maybe the sand, maybe they do jump into the water, but that one didn't even get past the beach. God damn, man, you at least gotta get past the guy selling coconuts.
Bro.
This dog's getting a peep of Fria.
Bro, you're not here to get a cocktail at the tiki bar.
Yeah.
You're supposed to get in the water.
Jump. Yeah, if they in the ones where they jump into the water, they then like, and now the dry sand. And then they put him in a big pool of sand to dry down.
But not the Masters, because that's happening right now, and this was a little while ago, but some big golf tournament. And
the Live Golf.
The Live Golf Redemption
Live
Tour.
LPGA Tour.
Just a bunch of women in burqas.
In burqas golfing. People say it's hard to be a woman in golf because of the boobs. Wait till you got a giant flowing
And it's hot.
Yeah.
It's black. It's hot.
Yeah.
But they were like because golf is pretty boring. There's a lot of downtime too.
Not a lot of defense.
Not a lot of defense. I'm a defensive golfer.
Defense.
I want to bring a defense sign to a golf tournament.
Yeah,
I would get on ESPN immediately.
Yeah.
Like they have so much time to kill.
So one time, my friend Andy was watching baseball, and they were like, it was like a game. It was like an actual game on TV. And then this kid, there was like a foul ball, and a kid caught it.
Yeah.
And then he threw it back onto the field.
Yeah.
And the announcers were like, wow, that kid had quite an arm. It was just like an 8-year-old tossing a ball. And then they like kept talking about it and showing like replays. And I was like, is that how boring baseball is?
Yes.
They're just like, hey, that guy ate a whole hot dog.
Whoa!
Remember in the third inning when that guy ate a hot dog? We're now at the 9th inning. Here's some highlights.
We now go live.
One of the highlights is the guy eating the hot dog.
We now go. It's on the radio. They're like, now we go live to the best kiss cam moments. She's cute and he's unattractive, but he's rejecting her advances.
Another good smooch.
Another classic subversion of gender roles with the
smooch.
MLB moving on into the future. The man is rejecting the woman for being attractive.
Up first date.
And I hate bitches, so... wait, hold on.
I've been fired from the radio. The one guy listening to baseball on the radio has complained.
No, I think you're underestimating the amount of old men who turn off the like that and put on radio commentary.
No, you're right. No, you're absolutely right.
My dad used to do that like every time he was watching sports.
I remember one time my uncle telling me, this is back when I would have been like 12.
Yeah.
He was like, you know that Britney Spears? She had a live concert on the other day. I put it on, turned the sound off, put on the Tigers game. I remember being like a teenager and being like, that's funny.
That's a very weird way to jerk off, Tom.
I'd repeat that anecdote to people, and my mom would be like, stop telling people.
Don't tell people about your dad jerking
that your
off
cousin Paul jerks off.
to radio commentary.
To the radio.
That's some Radiohead.
Oh. I got blown by Charlemagne.
Radiohead.
Talk about radio.
Hey, that's bars, bro. If you make that rhyme,
that would be pretty cool. I got Charlemagne on my dick. Call it Radiohead. I'm the hottest thing since sliced bread.
Oh yeah, do it. Keep going.
I would love a really talented rapper, but then everything he says is just like really corny. It's just like I'm the hottest thing since sliced bread, but you make it work like really interestingly. If you don't got nothing nice to say, don't say nothing at all.
The golden rule.
You're like, I like the flow and the beat. It's so
nice.
really interesting. It's like jazz.
You gotta brush your teeth twice a day. Try and pray the gay away.
Yeah. Sexo Gayo. That's my Latin name.
Oh
when
my
you,
god!
When you put gay sex into Google Translate it in Spanish, it's a sexo gayo.
Does it really?
Yeah, and then
So I imagine you were googling that a lot in Puerto Rico.
I googled it once. Oh, in Costa Rica.
Costa Rica.
In Puerto Rico, I knew how to say it by that. Excuse me, gayo sexo.
Where to get? I'm sorry. Where?
Yo, canaries.
Yo, gay sexo.
Yo, quango. Twas quango.
big black penis.
No, but I'd searched that one time.
Big negro peniso.
And then like a few days later, I was using Google Translate again. I loaded it up, and it said based on your history,
Anal sex might be.
No, it said gay sex. It said based on your history, we assume this is what you're trying to translate.
Slam the laptop closed real quick.
No, I got a
Whitney's
screenshot. It's great. That screenshot, and then I have a photo of we were at a restaurant. They gave us, get this, Hellman's ketchup packets and Heinz mayo packets.
Whoa.
And then I had the most boring conversation ever with the server. I went, this is going to sound crazy. In America, switch. And then he went, yeah, it's different. I went, this one to this one, this one, this one. And they went, oh.
Okay,
naranja. He brought me an orange juice. He actually did.
Naranja.
That's
nice. What was that, breakfast time?
No, that was I got orange juice tequila.
Ooh.
And he went, I went, Hugo Naranja tequila? He went, ah. Then he walked away.
Gross.
He came back and he went, like sunrise.
Yes.
I mean, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And then I drank it very quickly.
I bet you did.
Well, we had to go on a night. We went on a night hike in the rainforest.
Okay.
That and in my mind, night.
Dangerous.
What time do you think night is?
Like 9 p.m.
In the rainforest is 6 p.m. So it's like 7 o'clock. Like, oh, I'll have dinner. Then we'll go on a night hike. And they're like, the latest night hike leaves at 7:45. No, it's funny because it's just this guy walking around, and then he's like, "Oh, here's a thing.
It's dark, right?
And it's
I could fucking be telling you anything.
No, he's got a little light, but I think what's really going on is they just have a complex animatronic setup.
Oh yeah, it's a real Jurassic Park type.
Yeah,
shit.
And he's like, "Look, a snake," and then he pushes a little button, and the snake goes. Yeah. Oh, it's coming for us. Yeah.
Like that?
Oh yeah. You ever been in a forest at night? Scary.
It is scary. I don't like camping.
I don't get why all those damsels did it. If I was Snow White, I'd be like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, I'm going the fuck to the city.
I need a bunch of little people out here. Trying to touch me.
They're all trying to get up in my biz, sneezing on me. I'm trying to get It's COVID, baby.
So Wheezy was a dwarf and then married. Who was Wheezy? Who was Elizabeth? Was Elizabeth one of the dwarfs? I'm coming, Elizabeth. That'd be a fun sex porn parody.
A gangbang?
No, the Sanford and Son porn parody. And then he's going, Elizabeth, I'm coming, Elizabeth. Because that's what he used to say in the show. He'd be like, I'm coming, Elizabeth. It's him.
Yes, that'd be very funny, Dan.
It's him having sex with somebody, and then his dead wife appears, Star Wars style, like in a cloud. And then she goes, "What are you doing?" And he goes, "I'm coming, Elizabeth."
I'm coming, Elizabeth.
Yeah, and then directed by somebody.
David Lynch.
Directed by David Pinch. That's my porn name. I pinch ladies.
I pinch.
I pinch.
I pinch your nipple.
All the good names were taken, so this guy's name's John Pinch. David Ticklecock. Every other, it's like SAG. You can't use another person's name.
No, we already decided. The best porn name is Henry Kissing Her.
Henry Kissing Her. He's just kissing her.
I like to kiss.
That guy did have a lot of sex.
And
also, you don't know, because he was funny. He's like, propaganda's important, and I'm this great military politics mind guy.
Yeah.
He's like, but you know what? I'll use that to make myself look cool. And then you just text Time Magazine, you're like, Henry Kissinger's good at sex.
Henry Kissinger's really good at fucking.
I had sex with Henry Kissinger.
I had sex with Henry Kissinger, and he was beautiful and tender.
It was great.
It was fantastic. I jizzed.
Jizz.
He hangs up real quick. I fucked up.
I blew it.
God damn it.
When Henry sucked my...
He's so straight.
I made his penis feel great. He told me that
He told me that it felt great, and he was right.
He was right.
The classic propagandist has succeeded again.
He hangs up the phone, and then Nixon's just sitting there. He's like, "Are you done?"
And I was married. It was a bit of a coup. His skills translate into sex. I promise.
You think there's ever a thing where, like, it's Henry Kissinger and two other fellas?
I performed hostile takeover of her pussy.
Yeah.
That sounds gross.
No, it's Henry Kissinger and two other fellas, and they're competing. They're at a bar. They're trying to, all three of them trying to hit on the same lady.
Yeah.
And then Henry Kissinger, they're all going to the bathroom, or the lady's going to the bathroom. It's just the fellas. And Henry Kissinger just goes, "Hey, why don't you fellas just have sex with each other?"
I think that sounds like
fun. And then they go, "Sure." And then he turns to the camera and goes, "That's what I call gay taunt." You play them against each other.
Yeah. Or he's just like, he just looks at him. He's like, she has HIV, right?
That's less fun. My thing was wordplay. Mine was wordplay in history. Here's just Henry Kissinger just going, that guy, he shits out of his dick.
Ew.
You don't want that.
You don't want that in your little snatch, do you?
That'd be funny if you did. And after you have sex, you just have to quickly hide the condom. It's
filled with shit.
Oh no, the condom broke. What's the problem? I'm on the pill. Yeah, but I shit out of my dick.
What? And then he's like, he tries to flip it. He's like, "Ew, you shit out of your pussy."
Yeah. He then.
That's my alarm for when I'm being too offensive.
He then.
Tone it down. My phones are so smart these days.
He's getting a blowjob, and then he has a little bit of a shart. And he's like, "Oh, sorry, a little freak out."
Sorry, I pooped a bit. I had a poopy. They
say that actually doesn't have any poop in it. It's just to clear out the thing. There is poop in it. It's old poop.
Do you think it might be possible to get some sort of cosmetic surgery to dye your sperm, like come purple?
Baby, look at this. I'm on the burlesque Wikipedia page still. Yeah. And when you scroll down, it's just all old-timey paintings and drawings of classy women. And here's the orchestra music. Here's a sample of the orchestra music.
Yeah.
Another classy woman.
Just Magic Mike.
Just three nude men with asses to the camera. There isn't a hint of even a lady's collarbone in any of the other photos. And just nude asses.
That is quite the escalation.
And they also have those things where they keep your socks up. What are those called? Garters?
I think that's what it's called when women have them on.
That guy's got tattoos. I feel like tattoos... If I was a lady, I wouldn't want to go see burlesque with a tattoo.
But with men who have tattoos?
Not trying to read. Yeah, not trying to read them.
Not trying to read while I'm wet?
Yeah, I'm trying to check. I'm not trying to read. Can you go to... Can you just go to a strip club and masturbate openly? But you probably can.
Yes, Dan,
you probably can.
Yeah, sure, Dan,
They probably don't let you. I bet they don't let you. Oh, this is great. In 1900, they had a burlesque. It was oh my God.
Oh
it says
my
the
God.
High Rollers Extravaganza, the Great Chariot Race in Ben-Hur. They're even in 1900, they're doing a
little double entendre.
Yeah. The Great Chariot Race in Ben-Hur. It's a Ben-Hur reference.
I get it.
The funniest scene ever put on the stage. That's not what you want to hear from
Well, hey, you're the one who looked up the literal interpretation.
That's true.
It should be funny.
Burlesque was originally for women to just be like, that bra's way too small.
Look at that bitch.
Tits are flopping everywhere.
Oh my God.
This is burlesque.
This is pure burlesque.
The word derives from burlesco, which is an
Italian soda that was like a joke soda.
It's a funny drink. The word derives from the Italian burlesco, which in turn is derived from the Italian burla. So that's funny. Why even tell us about burlesco?
If you're just going to go all the way back to burla.
Yeah, but it's all Italian.
Which is what I'm going to name my daughter.
A burla is a joke, a ridicule, or a mockery. What is burlesco, you think?
I already told you.
Burlesco. Oh, esco just means like.
Oh, okay.
So they were like, it's derived.
What does that even mean?
I'd be like, the word is derived from happily, which itself is derived from happy. Like, I don't need to know that shit. Who the fuck
Skip
wrote?
a step.
What dumb? I guess it makes sense that the Wikipedia page for burlesque has a bunch of like slow reveals.
It's true.
Like,
That's
you know what I mean?
true. Yeah.
I bet if I scroll down, the last word is just nipple.
And also nipple.
And also nipple. And then a curtain drops.
Also butt cheeks.
And then a curtain drops, and you look around, and everyone's wearing a suit, and you're like, what the fuck?
What the fuck is happening?
Should I not be in this trench coat? Yeah, can you wear a big trench coat to a strip club?
I think they might. A lot of strip clubs have like a wardrobe type thing.
Really?
Like rules, you know.
Like what? What do you? What?
Like one, they wouldn't let me wear my fucking like beanie. Like they were like no toboggans.
Yeah, no hats. It's just
no. It was no.
Well, you can have a
It
classy
was not
hat.
no hats. It was no toboggans. Baseball hats, fine.
Stetson.
Toboggans, not cool.
That's my problem. Is I like a lady in a Stetson.
Yeah.
And then I'll go on Pornhub and I'll type in Stetson porn.
Yeah.
And it's always like, did you mean stepson porn? I'm like, no.
No.
I want to see him.
I want a lady in a nice
I
hat.
want a lady in a big hat and a fella on a horse. And they're making love.
Ooh.
Hell yeah. My uncle used to read dirty, like,
Novels.
well, you read those pulp,
You read Lady Chatterley's Lover or something?
No, but like the Old West versions.
Oh, like Western porn.
So it'd be these books. It would just be like pulp, like shit, like the man from San Fernando.
Yeah.
And then it'd be a lady like on the cover, like. And I was like, those books are weird. And then my mom one time was like, yeah, they're all just like smut. It's all just like.
All
Your
like
uncle's just sitting on the couch surrounded by his family and
reading
grandkids.
porn.
He's reading a guy being like, and then I took the sarsaparilla cap, put it back on.
back on.
Something else gonna quench my thirst.
Her pussy.
All right. That's when you put the book down. Like, you want to go to the lake.
I'm gonna go look at the lake.
Go look at the lake. I'm gonna go brush the grill.
Oh man, oh man.
That's my vacation. Brushing
All right.
the grill.
All right.
Hey, all these people, the left wants one thing, the right wants one thing, the radicals want one thing, the centrists want one. There's too many people.
There's way too many people.
But, you know, I just want to grill.
You know what we could do? We could use a plague.
Oh. You're sounding just like my friend. My friend's boyfriend. My friend Grimes.
Do you think they ever like fuck? Like
I'm
just
gonna
like
start telling people that I'm friends with famous people I don't know at all.
my friend Grimes.
No, I know him. No, I was reading last night about, do you remember Jamie Kilstein?
Yes.
I was like, what happened to that guy? So I was reading about it, and he, when Robin Williams died, wrote some thing where he's like, Robin Williams was a great friend of mine.
Really?
Yeah, he's like, I met him backstage when I was starting out, and he would like call me all the time, and like,
It's nice because no one can check that.
No, A, no one can check it, and B, it's like, I can do that. If Jamie Gilstein at that level can say he knew Robin Williams, I can know Tina Turner.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you can be like, my good friend Elton John.
My good friend Elton. And then that backfires, because then Elton John just keeps showing up in my house.
Weird gifts.
Let me be a godfather. It's like, I'm a bit old.
I'm a bit old
He's
for
like,
that.
I do that. That's my thing.
It's my thing, baby.
Did you know that that's his thing?
He makes people his god.
He is a bunch of famous people's kids' godparent.
Oh, okay.
And he apparently is like takes it serious. He's like,
I'm a part of their life.
He's like, I'm gonna go visit them, give them gifts and shit. And like, there's like Elizabeth Hurley's kid. Like, the list is wild.
I think Elton is doing the right thing, man.
No, he's cool, man.
Those new glasses, why are they just in a bag? It's freaking me out.
No, they're old glasses.
So you just decided to put them in a plastic bag? Interesting.
This is just 33 celebrities who are godparents to other people. Imagine having to write this.
Oh my god.
That's your job.
That's a weird Googling.
You work for iHeartRadio.com.
Already your life is bad.
Wow, man. Nicole Richie, her godparents are Michael Jackson and Quincy Jones.
That's a terrible combination.
Yeah. Michael Jackson's a lot of people's godfather. That's
not the best choice on the parents' part.
And then on the flip side, Macaulay Culkin is Michael Jackson's kid's godfather.
So he made a child?
He made a
godfather?
Godfather. What is this? Fucking
That's zany.
Godfather Next Gen on ABC
zany.
Family. Jennifer Aniston was named the godfather of Courtney Cox's daughter, Coco. Coco Cox. I'm cuckoo for Coco Cox.
I'm cuckoo for Coco Cox. Do you think Elton John has ever had to step up and be like a real father?
Coco Cox is an adult now. I wonder what they look like.
But do you think any of the parents have ever died in like a skiing accident?
No, that's not what that's supposed to mean, though, I don't think.
Sometimes it is.
Sometimes. Coco Cox. She goes by Coco Arquette.
I bet.
What a missed opportunity. What a missed opportunity.
I bet she does.
She's followed by two comedians I know.
Name them.
And then
out in L.A. still?
Or no, they live in Louisville.
Okay.
I don't think they ever lived in L.A.
Didn't they move somewhere?
They did the classic, we're going to move to New York City. And the next thing you know, they're like, we love our life in Philly. It's like, was your Google Maps wrong?
Did your car break down?
Like, what happened?
Car troubles?
Yeah. Get a cheesesteak and do the next hour or whatever. It's not that far.
You're almost there.
Yeah.
You just get tired?
Yeah. That makes sense that you confused Philly and L.A.
That'd be great.
Both are known for their sun.
You're moving to New York City, and then like you get like a hotel room, and like you're at the hotel bar.
You're like, I'm in Baltimore.
And the guy is like, we're hiring, and you're like, okay, I'll stay here.
I think that happens. In Costa Rica, it seemed like a lot of American people who lived down there. It was like you came down here for a vacation with a boyfriend. And then you guys broke up, and then you didn't want to fly on the plane with them, and now you just are the receptionist here. Like, let's be honest.
You just looked for a now hiring sign, and you were like, fuck it.
You fucked up and didn't realize that round trip was like a thing. You're like, oh, I bought the plane ticket. And then you didn't realize. You thought you just got a return. And now you're down here, you're like, well, I guess I'll
Is that not what round trip means?
What?
Getting like the return and
No, I mean they didn't get the round trip.
Oh, they didn't get the round trip. Okay. Why is it round?
This is absurd. It's
McGraw, more straight and back.
Tim McGraw is the godfather to Emma Roberts' son. What?
That's a lot of people who aren't that famous.
Was there a bingo? Was there a big... They're pulling a lottery?
Yeah, that was very strange.
Oh, never mind. James Garner is her dad.
Yeah.
Maybe not. I don't know. Everything's wrong.
I don't think...
Delete. Delete clean.
Get me out of here.
Pull me out.
I need extraction.
Pull me out.
I almost gave out your address.
I did a bad riff. Meet me at 1321 South 3rd Street.
I'm going to start doing that on stage.
What? Giving out
Yeah,
addresses?
being like, I need an extraction.
Pull me out.
I'm at the comedy caravan. I need out now.
Pull me out. I'm in over my head. I did a smart joke.
God damn it.
No one got it. Pull me out.
I saw so many cowboy hats. I don't know why I thought this would work.
Pull me out. I did stand up at a wedding and I made fun of this guy's cowboy hat.
Yeah.
And then all of his kids after kept coming up to me and like, yo, he left before you said that, but we all texted him. It's just like your dad who's like, oh, I'm a little bit tired to hang out at our niece's wedding. The wedding's all right, I'm going to go back to the hotel. And your phone's just blowing up. Some idiot with a mustache you've never met is roasting you in front of all of your friends and family.
Blowing up the group chat.
People are going to remember this forever. There's literally photographers taking
You better
photos
not
of
fucking
it.
wear that hat again. We're going to steal his jokes.
It was great because I asked them, I was like, is he from like the South? And then they were like, no.
And we've never
His
seen him.
kids hated it.
And we've never seen him wear a cowboy hat.
No, what do
before.
you think did it? What do you think got him into the cowboy hat as an adult? It made me laugh very hard.
Did he just start watching rodeos?
Yellowstone.
Oh my God.
That's what they said. They said he watched Yellowstone. He totally has like a 50-year-old change his style.
Oh my God.
Isn't that incredible?
Imagine looking at Kevin Costner in a cowboy hat and being like, I can pull that off.
No, but when... Yeah. But it's so cool.
I'm basically as good looking as Kevin Costner. I don't see why I can't start rocking a cowboy hat. Get some boots.
Kevin Costner.
Get a bolo tie, maybe.
No, but fashion's for the young.
That's true.
Trends? You don't think of trends as being a thing affecting the over 50.
Yeah, you don't really. They're kind of locked in.
That'd be cool.
When was the last? Have your parents made any sort of drastic physical changes?
That's why it would be wild. Like if my dad was like, I got into Mr. Robot and he's wearing zip-up hoodies suddenly.
He's just walking around the house with his hands in his pockets and the hood up.
Zipped up hoodie.
All hunched over. Just on his laptop all the time typing, and you come up behind him and it's just Microsoft Word and gibberish.
He's just practicing things he's going to tell me.
I'm bringing down a pedophile. I'm drafting a letter.
Yeah, like, when's the last time old people had their cultural thing?
I don't know. Yeah, there hasn't been like a big and now all the old. Have you noticed that all the old people are wearing this now?
Yeah.
I can't think of anything. Crocs? Maybe Crocs?
No, that.
Like when Crocs first came out, they really hopped on that.
From what I've gathered, if you're an old man, you dress like a cowboy, and if you're an old woman, you pretend to want to fuck Tom Brady. That's what, based on old people media I'm currently aware of, women want to have sex with Tom Brady.
You know what I was thinking the other day is that you know how they have all those dating shows?
Yeah.
I think they should have
these dating shows.
What's up with all these dating shows? But I was thinking they should do one that's not romantic, where it's just someone who's like maybe they're not close to their family or their grandparents are dead. And it's just a bunch of old women being like, I would be the sweetest grandmother.
That would be nice.
And it's just a fight to be and it's like a celebrity too.
Yeah.
We're gonna be Joseph Gordon-Levitt's grandma.
Yeah.
This season on Grandma.
Who gets to be Papa Gyllenhaal?
This season on Grandma's Boy.
Grandma's Boy.
The series.
It's hosted by him.
It's hosted by Nick Swartzen.
No, the other guy. It's hosted by Adam Sandler's friend.
Oh, yeah.
The one who's...
Yeah.
It's hosted by Adam Sandler, by David Toney, or whatever the fuck
his name is.
I bet, do you think if I search Adam Sandler's friend, he'll be the first one to come up?
I don't think so,
Because Adam Sandler has those 3 friends.
He's got way more than 3.
This is gonna suck, because he has those 3 famous friends who are in all of his movies.
Yeah.
And then when you Google Adam Sandler friends, it goes, some of the actor's famous friends include Jennifer Aniston, Judd Apatow, Drew Barrymore. And it's like, what about those fucking 3 guys?
Yeah, what about those 3 dudes?
What about the guy from The Thing?
What about the guy from The Thing?
What about fucking... What about his buddy?
No, but I think it'd be a great idea
Alan
for a show.
Covert. That's
Alan
his name.
Covert.
Alan Covert. It's that list of people, and then they just shoehorn in Alan Covert. Like Chris Rock, the president of the United States.
President Barack
Alan
Obama.
Covert, Beyonce and Jay-Z.
No, I'd watch that show.
I went to
like a cookie baking episode, you know, and one of them burns the cookies.
Ooh.
There's like a bedtime story episode.
Yeah.
And then there's one lady who's like drunk and doesn't understand the show and just keeps trying to fuck Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
They're playing ukulele duets and she keeps trying to lean in for a kiss.
No, just on the cheek, Joe. Come on.
So handsome. Well, they had that show on MTV where parental control.
Yeah.
Where your parents would choose.
I think that was just a screen that popped up when you turned MTV on.
There's nothing that showed parental control where you couldn't see anything, and then once the real world was off, it would come back on. No commercials too, which is kind of cool.
That was great. Uninterrupted programming. It was an innovative thing that MTV did.
No, parental control. It was alongside Room Raiders and whatnot.
Okay, I kind of remember that show.
But that was like your mom would pick a guy, your dad would, or like your mom and dad would each pick a suitor, and then there'd be the current person you were dating that they did not like.
Oh.
And you'd go on 3 dates, and then you'd have to choose.
Who are you going to fuck as a child?
Yeah.
Who are you going to lose your virginity to?
Which was always fun when it was like a guy was the contestant. So then they're picking ladies, and the mom's like, here's a 45-year-old woman who's wearing a sweater and holding a baked casserole.
She brought over tuna casserole.
And the dad's like, I picked out my lady. And it's just a mannequin with like giant fake tits. They're like, or you could date your current girlfriend, who they don't like because she once smoked a cigarette.
She admitted to it.
She admitted to it.
She said she didn't like it and doesn't plan on trying it again.
But your parents saw it.
Who said she mentioned one time in passing that she doesn't like the taste of beer.
And they said, taste. How do you know about this? I would love to go on parental control.
She said, listen, I'm going to play it safe and just go to the state school. I don't really know my major yet. Yeah. I don't want to waste my money.
This girl is no good. Dad's picking. Dad went out too.
I might just go to community college for the first 2 years and get all of my stuff out of the way cheaply and then move to a real college.
She's cheap.
She's a deadbeat. She's stupid.
My son should date this person. And it's just the daughter. The other, like... I got a perfect son, a perfect daughter.
It's just his ex-wife. He's like, I'd like her back in my life, actually.
That'd be a great show if it's that, but then also they're like, and also your ex.
And there's also
like,
she's in the mix.
Yeah, I don't want this.
Like, what? No, I don't want to go get sushi with my ex. What the fuck are you doing? First of all, she would really rack up the bill.
That'd be a great show.
This bitch is getting 3 rolls. And she can't eat all that. And who likes leftover sushi?
Who's eating that much sushi?
Oh, broads.
All of them. Every girl I date. They all die of mercury poison.
They're eating 18 pieces of tuna. Pieces of fucking spicy tuna.
You know what I was eating off the street corner in Central America?
Some sushi?
Well, in America, I would never eat... I don't really eat fish.
Yeah.
And ceviche...
You do, but you do.
Ceviche, that sounds disgusting.
No, ceviche is delicious, dude.
Well, in my mind, I'm like, ceviche sounds gross. And then I was in Central America, and a lady on the street went... If you want, I can pour the ceviche into this Doritos
bag, like a Costa Rican
walking taco.
Taco in a bag.
Exactly.
That sounds kind of good.
It was awesome.
That is a very strange.
You should Google it. It's called Caldozas. It's apparently the past 10 years became like a staple thing, but it's trashy.
I know. I was about to say that's such a weird mix of like classy and
there's billboards for it everywhere, and it's funny because it's like it's not like they're sold together.
Yeah, it looks like they're putting it in like.
It's like their own Doritos.
Yeah, it's ranchitas.
Ranchitas. Yeah, I had.
This one's called picaritas.
Mine was in picaritas, I believe. Or no, I had the red ranchitas.
That sounds really good, actually.
No, it was awesome. And they just put it in a bag off a lady in a truck.
Ooh, that looks real good.
Yeah. Yeah, you see the photos where they're just pouring it in the bag.
Yeah.
No, it's great. And they also smash up the bag, which at first you're
this one they made in a bowl, and that's a bastard to say. No. Oh, wait, no. That's just a big bowl of ceviche next to a bag.
Thank God. No, but on all the billboards they have this, which it's like, it's not like Doritos can be like, hey, Doritos, and also make a sandwich.
And also put Doritos on your sandwich.
Yeah. Make a whole nother product.
I'm sure that everything there was cheap, but it was pretty cheap, I imagine.
Well, it's not super. Costa Rica's not super cheap.
Okay.
It's like it's like if I didn't live in Louisville, I'd be like Costa Rica's cheap.
Yeah.
But because I live in Louisville, I'm like, these are just normal prices.
This is actually kind of just the same.
This is the same price, but for a fresher mango.
It's like I can get food at Rooftop Grill. I've been hooked on that place, man. You ever go to that place?
No.
It was right around the corner from us, yeah.
Is it still around?
Yeah, it's still around. It's thriving.
Is it?
Yeah. Well, every time I go in there, they're like, we don't have any more goat. I think it's just because I'm white.
Yeah. No, this guy doesn't deserve our goat. They're trying to get their goat.
Guess my phone decided to turn off.
One time, yeah.
That was weird.
There's like a Jamaican place in Beachmont, I think.
Yeah.
And when I was doing delivery one time, I went and I was like trying to pick up the order, and the guy was like, we want to have oxtails for like an hour.
Yeah.
And I was like, is that on the
We'll all have dinner.
No, is that on the order? And he went, let me check. Just like, I'm here to pick up a thing that's already been ordered. I don't need to know about your supplies.
That's so stupid.
Yeah.
Now it's great, man. It's our sponsor, by the way. I talked to them.
Grill.
I went in.
You should see if they'll start carrying Caldozas. I would love it. Old Louisville, just people walking down the street with a spoon, eating out of a bag of chips. And they're like, "What's in there? Raw fish."
Raw fish.
Raw fish.
And chips.
And chips. It's also funny when they pour in that wet ass ceviche, you're like,
yeah.
This bag can't handle it. And then you realize you're like, God damn, these bags are quality bags.
Quality bags.
Shipped bag technology really is good.
I'm gonna start doing that with tuna.
Yeah.
Just dump tuna on a thing of Fritos. Do like a little.
Oh, that would be cool.
A little hot sauce in there.
Well, the Caldozas, often people have, you know what I mean?
A little hot sauce.
Costa Rica, it seems like everyone has a bottle of sauce. Because you'll just see a guy like at the beach, and he'll just have somehow he's got sauce. No, I mean, I bought some mangoes from this guy on the street in Yaco.
Yeah.
Which Yaco, we didn't know this when we went there, but Yaco is just Reno.
Oh, nice.
It's where you go if you're like, I want to have my bachelor party where I can buy prostitutes. But I don't want my girlfriend to know.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna sound like I'm going to a different country. Yeah. No, there are like loose dogs. We're walking around at the one night, it's like 11:30, and everyone was like, don't go out after 11.
Yeah.
And we're like on the way back, and there's two dogs at this shop, and we're like, sir, you have such cute dogs. And the guy's just like, giving us a look like, fuck off.
Yeah.
And we're like, all right. And then we turned the corner, and a guy had just been shot. Which means that shopkeeper, like, knew a man had been shot.
Yeah.
So what happened was, like, a guy got shot, and then just two white people just walk up and were like, we love your dog.
Dogs are cute.
The guy in the back was just like, ay, Dios mío. I've been shot.
In the kidneys.
And then we asked, I asked these people who were outside of a bar, who were local Costa Ricans, and I went, what happened? And they went, nothing. Keep going.
That's a good response.
Yeah.
And I hope you listen to that advice.
It was wild. Those dogs were so cute. No, but this guy had mangoes, and then he was like selling them in a bag.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Ooh, sliced mangoes in a bag. I'll buy them."
Yeah.
And he gives me it, and then I notice he has a bunch of shit, like a tool belt of sauces.
Oh.
And then I'm like, okay, and he's like a weird bag of mangoes, and then he pours some sauce in without asking me.
Yeah.
Which was fine. I'm like, okay. And then I'm walking down the street, and then I realize there's a little bag of what looks like cocaine in the mangoes. Like, did this guy fucking sell me?
What was it?
It was just salt.
Oh, okay.
And then, I was just eating the mangoes, and then I was like, I just have this salt now. And I was like, what the fuck? And then later I realized you're supposed to put the salt and the hot sauce and then shake up the mangoes.
How did you not pick up on that?
Because I didn't know the salt existed until halfway through.
You're a smart enough guy.
I thought this guy...
Like you should have figured that out pretty quick.
Then I just look like a dumbass. My big bag of mangoes.
I'm sure you're standing there in the middle of the street and you're just looking at the salt all confused and you just put it in your pocket.
No, I did do a little. When I pulled out the salt.
And some local is like...
No, I did pull out the salt. And I did do a little, you know what I mean? A little pinky lick.
Yeah.
And then
you gummed it.
My girlfriend was like, what is it? And I was like, it's great.
It's awesome.
And then she's like, is it salt? And I go, yes.
Sure.
Cocaine they should just mix those two.
No.
Because then you'd be like, ooh, this night tastes delicious.
I'd rather not.
Bringing out the flavors in the night. No, but that, so what I'm trying to say is we got to record a live show in Yako.
I think we should. I'm down. How much is a flight?
It's surprisingly cheap. I feel like we could both get to Yako and back for $500.
All right.
Let's go.
We're coming for you, Yako.
Yako. We're going to solve the crime of who shot that man.
We love a mystery.
No, right?
So far, we have a 100% failure rate when it comes to solving murders.
Yeah.
But I think we can get it up to 50%.
We're going to do that, and then we're going to figure out if that was cocaine in the mango.
All right, I got to go for work soon. Thank you for joining us again
Caldozas.
For another delightful and informative and spicy, funny
Le gustan las
dinner.
Caldozas enamora.